Here we go, everybody. It is bright and early. I did a little something today I think you're going to want to see. This is the the protozoan infusion I was going to toss out. Well, I got a little busy. Didn't get it done. So they've just been multiplying away. And so I have got just a ton of things in here going on. I'm going to use this protozoan infusion as like a inoculum for my next bioreactor. So it will, once we hit those thermophilic temperatures, we're going to get rid of the human pathogens. And then these microbes in here will go dormant, the ones that are thermophilic. And so this will hopefully increase my diversity in my pile once it's cooled down and maturing. So at this moment in time, I'm not seeing anything that looks terribly bad in here, like as far as any pathogens so far. I am seeing a few right now, sporillum, in and out, going to town. And I know why that is. I do believe my oxygen conditions were getting low. This big guy amoeba here, I have to look up the name of that one with those huge tentacles coming off. Okay. So then we've got amoeba. They're everywhere. Amoeba. That's a ciliate zooming there. Let's look and see what this is. We can find it. No, I'm going the wrong direction. Down low, moving very slow. Looks large, but sometimes they look large. Nope. I'm coming to the surface there and looking at what's floating on top. Not much action. So we will move back down through here slowly, see what we see. Trying to see if that looks like a beneficial fungi or it's mycelium of some sort. There goes some ciliates on through here. Fast movement. I am seeing a lot more fast movement in this infusion at this point, and it definitely got really low on its water. So all the substrate in there was inhibiting the movement of the vortex and reducing the amount of oxygen throughout. And I know that. And so that's why this will go into a thermophilic pile. We will reclaim any of our thermophilics and destroy those pathogenics before we use the substrate in the vermicompost bin. That it may be there. I almost want to say I seen a bunch of hairs coming out for a stellate amoeba. Okay, well, now I just wanted to, I haven't gotten to look a whole lot at this, but I thought maybe the longer that it was cooking in there, not that it's heat cooking, I'm saying when these microbes multiply, they produce heat. So I thought maybe perhaps leaving that protozoan infusion for so long. I just, part of the learning is to see when things go bad, what it looks like. So all is good in my eyes because knowledge is gained. And even if the knowledge is harmful, well, that's initially how we realized to stay away. Now, here's a nice testate amoeba in here, which I didn't think would go for these type of conditions, but it sure did. Let me see if that's oh, nice fungal strand here. Nice. You see the septa? It's really wide and they got good color. There's one, two, I think a third septa just show up there. Beautiful, beautiful hyphae. So we can continue just to scroll around, or I guess focus up and down through here to see what we see. That would be a ciliate down there going past so fast. The flagellates, just teeny tiny little guys, here in the aggregates, working away. Lots of interest in amoebes I'm finding in these protozoan infusions. Ones I've never seen before. Flagellates I've never seen before as well. So this here, I can kind of see the hair-like structures coming off this amoeba, and that's why I would go with it being a stellate amoeba. These little circles here with the tail, I'm wondering if those are like what they call zoospores. I'll have to do a lot more research on zoospore, and those are like fungal spores that actually have a zoononic type stage, and zoononic is probably not the word that I'm supposed to use, but something about zoology, like an actual mobile stage of these fungal spores. It's pretty fascinating. Like your mind could get trapped in this knowledge forever. It's carbon is king. Oh my gosh, carbon's gonna take over the world. Definitely the new king. Keep people working forever. Test data maybe down there, right in the bottom left hand corner. I would like to get a handle on what those are. They are multiplying binary fission, so possibly some sort. Oh, this looks like a yeah, here she goes, naked amoeba. She's just starting to wake up. Did you see she looked like a circle? We could reverse this video and see what she looked like before she was playing possum. That's what I call it. And nematodes do it too. Then they wake up. They get scared when you agitate their environment, and so she's coming up wake now and starting to move around. That's why when I kind of think there's a little bit of a flaw. Oh, here. Maybe not. I was moving, but I think now you see this lasso out front of this flagellate. I think it was moving that. I thought that was another one of the naked amoeba starting to wake up. But I think a lot of times when we count those circles and say, well, it's a cyst, amoeba cyst, and I think that's a naked amoeba, and I think it's just a temporary situation that when you shake it, they just let loose of their environment and float in that water, and their plasma just kind of takes a circular shape. But this is a really fun sample. I mean, so you guys can find all sorts of, I love this little lasso they got going on out here, just pulling them around with the lasso. There's a ciliate, zooming, zooming, zooming right around. Another one going through here. So definitely low oxygen environments. I agree. I admit we see some spirillum in here. So possibly if we look long enough, there could be a spirochete. We'll take care of those. We are doing a bioreactor this weekend. And a test state amoeba. So these started showing up later on. They were not in the original from what I ever found. But as this protozoan infusion matured, it seemed to gain more. Now, I should have maintained it a lot better and made sure that it did remain aerobic. My bad. But I'm learning new things, so I'm gonna call it okay. See how this cyst here is starting to change its shape. Possibly naked amoeba, still playing possum. This here flagellate's just having a fit, going nuts. There is so much. Let me zoom in and out of this and see if this is a plant matter or if I can find any. Nope. I'm not finding any septa in that piece there. Looks something like a fungal hyphae, but I'm going to call it a possible organic matter because there's a lot of organic matter in this infusion. It's telling me it's possibly that. And there goes the flagellate up through there. This is just loaded with activity. Oh my. Whoa. This little, if you reverse the film, that's what I was laughing at. This amoeba here, she's active and she's spinning around, and this flagellate just came in and whacked right into her. Here's a flagellate here rolling around. Something large up there. You could try and go see if there's an aggregate here that they are all. This almost. Let's see what it is. You know, it's super hard chasing these things around, but obviously there, boom, you see the testate amoeba. Y'all should be getting really good at testate amoeba. Oh, wow, we have naked amoeba. Look at her here. Look at this one here. See these tentacles coming out? She's hidden in that aggregate there, but there's an amoeba in there. So much action. So much learning, seeing. Look around all these particles and see what you can name. Oh, it's an insane amount of knowledge that you have to know to be able to name all these. Definitely. But I mean, hopefully the more and more of these little videos you watch, the more and more you start to, there looks like another naked amoeba starting to gain her. That odd shape like that. She may be paying possum. Ooh, where is she? She's a ciliate. Here we go. Woohoo! So what I really should have done was looked at this before I started the video so I could tell you all that you were in for such an exciting adventure through the wonderful world of the microcosmos. And what we were going to start to learn and put our goggles on so that we can see beyond the front of our nose. Woohoo! Almost loving at this little guy here. She's got two lassos. She'll use one heading one way and then she drops out and uses the other one to go the other way. And you just barely see it here. You guys all need microscopes. I'm sorry to say. I know. I mean, they're expensive, yes, but the drive and the desire that it will create, and new dimensions that it opens up, for you to be mindful of all of this going on, and then just think about what happens when all of this is possibly, you know, destroyed with certain chemicals that we use. I mean, all of these things are definitely working hard at doing something. And when we calculate these numbers and we know how much is in every stinking gram of soil, we can determine how much nitrogen is being pumped out constantly by these guys. They are pooping like anybody's business. Oh, this here, testate amoeba, I believe, but she is going dormant, possibly. This movement here is just, I believe, due to, well, maybe not. I believe it was just due to, oh, goodness gracious. There's too much here, you guys. This is just fascinating. And I think she is active. We were just looking at her at an angle where you could see, but I believe it is active. Now, a beautiful stellate amoeba right here in the center. Okay. If I zoom in, this is just so full of amoeba. If I zoom in and out of this picture, you can, hopefully I can get you guys to see. I don't think it shows up for you on your end. Maybe the new high definition stuff will allow you guys to see more than what I see. I need a new computer, definitely. And I'm sure if this works and in time, oh, here comes naked amoeba. This is too much. Just in this shot right here, you guys. Here she comes. She's gonna go say hi to Stellate. amoeba and testate amoeba. And we got flagellates, and this protozoan infusion is a rock star, in my opinion, even though we do have some pathogenic bacteria in there. This girl is a learning experience. Woo, I don't know what that was that just went through there, but oh, there goes testate. She's ready to head on out of the picture. She don't like to be on the camera. So there's just things everywhere here, you know. They're all working together. They're creating some symbiotic relationship between them all. And they all seem happily going about their business. Now, here you see this aggregate just move something. Here, this amoeba here is taking action. So another probably stellate, because I can just see these super long tentacles. And I half wonder that they do this. They start to wake up when you stay in one position, sort of, for a long time because of that light. I think that light, they want to get away from the light. And that's what makes them start becoming active, and they start showing up. Sometimes when you move through these samples fast, you don't always see them. Now, there's a possibility this is a cercozoa, but there may be something here huge. There goes naked amoeba, and this is that. It's got long hair-like tentacles. That hair looks like a flagellate by its motion, but it's that naked amoeba there waking up. Let's go see what's moving this big aggregate up here. Oh my. Look at this thing, is huge. Let's watch it. Oh my. I'm trying to get my microscope camera hates large aggregates. It's coming down out of here, whatever it is. Well, I thought it was. Tell you what, I sure don't know what that is. We'll see if it comes out of that aggregate and explains itself. Let me try to focus up and down. She just went up in there more. Oh my. I think that's a protozoan. Not a protozoan. I'm sorry, a euglia? Euglia in there, eating on those particles. She's nice. Paramecium? Yeah, paramecium. The vocabulary, everyone. The vocabulary. There. 99% sure paramecium. Okay, well, this is just super fun. I could stay here all day long looking at all of this world underground. Super happy with how the protozoan infusion turned out. Oh, stock ciliate. Well, there's another one. I'm pretty sure that's stock ciliate, even though I haven't seen her stop. Let me see if I can get up there. And just by the way she's acting, it looks like she's got a vortex going there. Okay, guys, we gotta stop or we would be here all day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know you're enjoying the content, and I will try to keep up. There's just so much to do on the microbial farm once you get your goggles on and you start seeing all this. And then being able to utilize this now to our benefit. And I need to know so much about this in order to stop killing it and start harnessing its power. Awesome. Just So awesome. Isn't it fun just to see all that? Love it.